You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings.
Hold it up there so I know when it comes back on.
Good morning, Jackson.
Good morning. Ho, ho, ho.
Are you practicing for the parade, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody good morning. We are live on Facebook.
Oh, good morning. Welcome to Brewtiful Morning on this December the 3rd, 2021 in Rutherfordton. Thank you for joining us each Friday morning as we try to bring to you what's happened this past week. And today we're going to get that information to you, but also let you know what's coming up. We got a special event we're going to be talking about here shortly coming up tomorrow in downtown Rutherfordton. So thank you. My name is Jimmy Dancy.
Yeah.
This is Jackson with me this morning. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas this month. And thank you again for joining us. I thank Doug and Magnolia and all their assistants with Griffith as putting us online this morning and keeping us straight. So, Doug, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, good morning, everybody. What a great way to kick off the month of December. Jackson with his Christmas hat on, and Griffith the elf is back. If you guys are watching our story, you guys know that every December Griffith the elf comes back to kind of spreads holiday cheer. And yesterday he was out with the RS Central art class as they were painting the town. So I want to give a big shout out to the RS Central art class for painting the town. Also want to thank the Rutherford County Visual Arts Center and the guild there. Them and some of their members painted some windows this past weekend, but the art class from RS Central came in with Mrs. Beam and the whole, I think there was probably 40 youth from our community and teens out painting windows yesterday. And it was just a beautiful day downtown. And simultaneously, the garden club was out putting out wreaths and decorating our welcome signs. So it's just a beautiful day as we prepare for this weekend's festivities. But Mayor, good morning. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Looks like your little helper ran away and it's got some Christmas spirit going this morning, I guess, right?
He has, and he's getting ready for preschool. So it's he always enjoys Friday. So it's a big day for him. So thank you for allowing Jackson to be a part of this special morning for us each and every week. Just wanted to let everyone know this past Wednesday, we had our regular scheduled council meeting. It was fairly a little bit longer than normal, but we had a lot of things we had to discuss and a lot of activity happening, and family members were there. First, I want to let you know a little bit how we started. We had a special thank you for Council Member Terry Cobb. Terry has served the council for, I guess, 12 years. Yeah, 12 years.
20 years.
20, okay. And
yeah, 2005.
So we wanted to thank him for.
Yeah, go ahead.
we want to thank him for his service, not only as our council, but also he served our town in many ways through the fire department. So he has been a very big help for our town for several years. So we wanted to take a special time to thank him. We also took the time to let him and his family know that the council, we wanted him to be our grand marshal for our upcoming parade that will happen Saturday afternoon. You'll hear a little bit more about that, but Terry will lead off the parade in downtown Rutherfordton. So we thank him for being a part of that. Also, Wednesday we took time to swear in our council members that was just elected. I had the honor to be for the, I guess, the fourth time to be sworn in as mayor. So I thank everyone that is a part of that, and it's been a great experience. And I love working with our town, but most of all, I love working with all our staff people who are so dedicated to our town. Also, but also we swore in Mr. Stan Clements. He's returning as a council member. And for the first time, we swore in a brand new council member, Ms. Doris Crute. We thank Doris for accepting being a part of our council, being elected, and we look forward to working with her over the next 4 years plus. And so we thank her for being there, and all the people that came to support her. We thank her. So it's a great evening to get our brand new council started. In fact, they went ahead and started some of our new business for the year already. Also, we council elected Mr. Stan Clements to be mayor pro tem. So we thank Stan for accepting that position, and know he will lead that in great honor. So I'm tickled with our council, excited about the coming year working with them. So it's great to have a new council come on, and excited about our pathway in the future. Also, while we were in session, we designated some new people from council to represent the council on different committees. Council member Henry Giles was elected to serve on the Parks and Recreation Commission. And also we designated Dr. Sheets to serve on the Rutherfordton Rising. So I thank those two gentlemen and taking responsibility to be our council representative on those boards. So we have several boards, but let everyone know if you have interest. We still have some vacancies in different areas, and we encourage you to get in touch with Doug or Magnolia, and we'll be more than happy to accommodate whatever areas you'd like to be participating in. So thank you again. I'm going to have to leave to go to preschool. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for looking in each Friday morning. And don't forget about our parade. Doug, Magnolia, I'll send it over to you.
Have a good time at preschool, Mayor.
Yeah, good luck over there. All right. Good morning, everybody. Like the mayor said, we do have a parade this Saturday, which is tomorrow. Parade here in Rutherfordton starts at 5 o'clock. It goes from north to south. So this is your first Christmas parade. The best viewing areas are really from about the carrier houses down to Town Hall. So anywhere along Main Street between the carrier houses, bed and breakfast, and Town Hall is about your best viewing areas. You want to get there a little early, as the road will be shut down right around 4:45, 5 o'clock or so, with Rutherfordton Police Department on hand. It's going to be a great day. The weather forecast is beautiful. I know we posted a little video on our story about bring your jackets. It's getting cold outside. I don't think that's going to be the case for tomorrow. You may want to break out your short sleeve Christmas t-shirts or something like that tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day. But that'll be at 5 o'clock. The parade will go right down Main Street at 5 o'clock. And then be sure to circle back up to the courthouse lawn. Old 74 Jazz will be there playing Christmas selections and kind of setting the ambiance for the tree lighting ceremony. So the tree lighting will be directly after the parade. Normally that's somewhere between 6:15 and 6:30. It's hard to put a timeline on Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and all of the great floats that go down Main Street. But just circle back up when you see all of the Rutherfordton Police Department cars come down Main Street. That's your sign that the parade is over. So as the parade route comes down the street, all of the Rutherfordton police officers that were blocking off intersections and different traffic, they will enter into the parade and be the last vehicles coming down. So when you see all the blue lights, you know it's time to start walking up to the courthouse for the tree lighting ceremony. So we're excited about that. And it is, unless you can prove us wrong, the tallest living Christmas tree in North Carolina. I mean, if somebody wants to prove us wrong on that, you go right ahead, bring out your tape measure. But we're excited. We want to thank Rutherford County for working with us on relighting the tree. That was a project of about 4 or 5 years ago of reestablishing the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree there on the courthouse lawn, and just really excited about turning those on Saturday. So we want to kind of fill in some of the gaps on the council agenda from this Wednesday. It was a very packed agenda, as it was kind of a traditional agenda after an election where we had the old council and the seating and swearing in of the new council. And want to, again, like the mayor said, want to thank Councilmember Terry Cobb, who's actually going to be our grand marshal for the Christmas parade this Saturday. And so we want to thank Terry for his years of service, not only on the town council, but his years of service in serving in different boards and committee roles and serving at the Rutherfordton Fire Department. And so, Terry, we thank you. We thank your family. We look forward to celebrating that with you tomorrow as you're the Grand Marshal of our parade. So thank you so much. And then it was a historic day in Rutherfordton on Wednesday as the town council welcomed their first African-American female councilwoman to the town council with Mrs. Doris Crute. So Doris, we are delighted to watch you serve our community and to serve alongside you and to work with you as we make changes to make Rutherfordton a better place to live, work, and play. And we can't be more excited for you and your family as you begin to serve on the council. And we want to thank Councilmember Clements, Stan Clements, who was reelected, and also Mayor Dancy, who was elected another term as mayor. So thank you, everybody. The other couple things I wanted to hit real quick on some of maybe the boring things, I guess, on the town council, but it is all great stuff that we're working on. There was a rezoning up on Mountain Street. And so there was a couple parcels near the intersection of Old 221 that were zoned residential. The council voted to zone those to commercial use. If you remember when we did our massive update of our zoning map back in March, the underlying conditions were what the zoning was zoned at. So at the time back in March, there was a home on that property. As a part of the widening project for US 221, the state actually purchased that home and removed it. And the owner of the property would like to now change the zoning from residential to commercial. It fits in along Mountain Street in Old US 221 as more of a commercial property. And so the council chose to honor that request and rezone that property. And then the two things I really want to spend just a second on that are pretty exciting for our community. I'm going to start with 217 North Main Street. As you probably think about that, you're maybe not sure what that address number is. That is the former Legal Grounds building. And many of you have asked myself, probably asked other staff members or town council members, what is the city doing? Why is this taking so long? What are y'all up to? Well, I can tell you the name Legal Grounds is an appropriate name for that building. It has taken the town a kind of a legal battle, if you will, to get the correct consent judgment in place with the court system for the town to go in and abate the nuisance, meaning to make the buildings safer for our community, to get rid of the things that are causing it as a safety concern for our community. And so at the meeting on Wednesday, the town council actually approved a set of bids to begin what we call phase 1 of demolition and stabilization of the building. Now, don't get concerned when you hear the word demolition. What the contractor will be doing is actually removing the balance of the roof. So most of the roof has caved in. They're going to remove all of the roof and remove the second floor that has collapsed and remove all of the debris from the building. And so the goal is to keep the walls of the building. It is a historic structure, and we have put an allowance in their bids to stabilize the walls, very similar to what you see maybe over on First Street at the old Feed and Seed building that's currently in renovation. and to begin working with the building to figure out how we can preserve it for the next century. And so I believe our contractor is scheduled to start towards the end of January of next year, and he'll be there for probably a month or two into March as they begin removing that debris and stabilizing legal grounds. And so this will be the first phase of a rehab and renovation of legal grounds and moving it again into the next century as the cornerstone of our main street. So we're excited about that. But again, that did take some time to get there. And I also want to thank our state legislatures, our representatives from Rutherford County and other counties in our community who are very, very open and willing to listen to our concerns about legal grounds as it being such a historic structure and landmark in our community. And as a part of the most recent state budget, there was an allocation of $200,000 to help with our downtown and Main Street, specifically towards the remediation of this building. And so we want to thank them for that because without those funds, it would have made that work a lot more challenging. So that will be moving forward very soon. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on from the council perspective, from an action item, I do want to say one more thing about council, is the Skyline Drive project. So Skyline Drive is a road that goes into Park Crossing Apartments down on the southern end of town, right near the intersection of the Purple Martin Greenway. And the town has been working with FEMA to gain a permit to upsize those pipes that go under the road there to help reduce flooding and flooding concerns. Many of you that have been long-standing citizens know that area tends to flood when we get larger rains. And unfortunately, in 2018 and 2019, I think we had 5 100-year floods. So I'm not really sure how 100-year floods, came into 1 year when they're supposed to be 100 years apart. But nonetheless, we have received a permit from FEMA and from North Carolina Emergency Management to get in there and upsize those pipes. So we'll be working with the owners and the operators of Park Crossing and notifying all the residents there. You will be able to have two-way traffic at all times during construction. And so we're not cutting anybody off and cutting off any emergency services to that complex. But we will need to dig up the road, remove one of the 6-foot pipes, and install 2 new 8-foot pipes for a total of 3 pipes. Right now we have 2 6-foot pipes. One of those will remain. The creek will be restabilized and straightened a little bit into the pipes, and 2 new 8-foot pipes will be installed there to help with volume and flow from Cleghorn Creek. What else, Magnolia? What stuck out from you Wednesday night?
Oh, Lord. I think Wednesday we've been working so hard on so many different projects. And I feel like Wednesday night was like the night where we could finally share a lot of the news and finally, show that we are working, that we aren't just kind of sitting back and letting things happen, that we're, trying to work hard and everything. But I love just having Doris be appointed to the council and sworn in. Like that was just like I got goosebumps during the whole thing. So I'm really excited to be able to get to work with her and see all of the change that she can make on our council. So
absolutely. If you guys remember last year about this time, we put a survey out for our action plan process, and the council, one of the things they did is they set their meeting schedule for next year, this month. So all of the meetings are set for 2022. One of those meetings is going to be on January the 26th, which will be setting some priorities around some of our larger projects, which really equates to our action plan. And also looking at what we're going to be recommending to council from staff and what council's recommendations are for the use of our ARP funds, the recovery funds that were provided from the federal government through the state. That workshop will be on Wednesday, the 26th from 4 to 8. But be on the lookout because sometime around the new year, we'll send out a little update survey around our action plan. So that gives us some feedback from you as the community so that council has a better understanding exactly, your thoughts and concerns around budget priorities as we move into our budget season for the coming year's budget. So that'll be the kind of the official kickoff of our budget season. And so it'll be fun as we kind of enter into the new year later this month and the 1st of January, kind of some New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals for yourself, but maybe be thinking about for your community. And so, like I said, we'll be sending out a little survey for you to give some feedback on those. But as we transition now, Griffith has been sitting here with nervous anticipation and just total excitement. If you can think about that movie, The Elf, when Buddy just starts yelling and jumping up and down that Santa is coming, I think that is the amount of energy that Buddy has been encapsulating in himself to tell you about the Christmas parade tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So thank you, Griffith, for being here today. If you remember, Griffith is named after Griffith Rutherford, who is our namesake here in Rutherford County in Rutherfordton. And he will be spreading holiday cheer for the entire month until Santa scoops him up and takes him back to the North Pole on Christmas Day. So, Magnolia, I know Griffith was also busy with you on some holiday shopping.
He has been. So let's see if I can go ahead, if I can pull up the screen. But we have our Wrapped Up Rutherfordton live. We've been working really hard on getting all sorts of different items and gift cards and everything on the website. So if you want to come to myrutherfordton.com and click on this little holiday shop tab, you can shop everything that we have to offer this year. And if you shopped last year, it is even bigger and better this year. So I'm really excited. We have Kid Senses membership that we just added to the website. We have our new store, Infinity Games. We have some items featured from them. We have all sorts of Christmas ornaments and items to gift for Christmas. We have more holiday decorations. So we have all sorts of stuff. And then we do have 2 pages of stuff, so please go through all of what we have to offer. But then we have like our normal gift cards to our local restaurants and coffee shops. So it is definitely something that you're going to want to miss or not want to miss.
That's right. And be on the lookout. If you're thinking about, a gift from one of our local retailers, check the holiday shop first for Wrapped Up Rutherfordton, because some of our merchants have actually put things on here at a little bit of a discounted price than what you'd be able to get online or maybe in their store. And so it's a great opportunity to kind of give back to them, to help support Rutherford Town Rising, and just in general have that feel-good feeling that you are supporting local artisans, local handmade things, local nonprofits, and just really, kind of helping the local economy instead of something, kind of giving your money to something you're really not sure where it's going. So we're excited about that. That's our second year of Wrapped Up Rutherfordton, and you get to come to the clubhouse and pick it up. It'll be in a nice little gift basket that you can add some flavor and flair to, and give to whoever is on your list. So
the pickup will actually be at Town Hall this year. So it'll be like even more seamless and everything. So pickup will be, or the store closes on December 12th. And then we'll have a couple of days to go around and get all of the items from different vendors and artists. And then the basket pickup will be on December 17th, which is a Friday. So I'm super excited. Also, there's a lot of opportunities to support local nonprofits on Wrapped Up Rutherfordton as well. So there's an option where you can sponsor a client through Blue Ridge Hope. The fire department is selling T-shirts that go towards their truck fund for the restoration of the 1924 American LaFrance truck. Ruffton Roots has spaces where you can either buy hats or bags or give a donation. So really, no matter what you're looking for, it's going to be featured on Wrapped Up Rutherfordton.
Griffith wanted me to tell everybody that Mrs. Claus is going to be in the parade too, that Santa loves the Rutherfordton Christmas Parade so much that Mrs. Claus only gets to come to like 1 or 2 parades a year, but he is going to bring Mrs. Claus to the parade this year.
That's so exciting.
Oh, and they're going to be at the the tree lighting. Santa and Mrs. Claus will be at the tree lighting ceremony too. So thanks, Griffin. Thanks for hooking us up with that. I also wanted to make a couple announcements just as we get into the holiday spirit of things. The Rutherford County Symphony is actually playing tonight. They will be playing a medley of Trans-Siberian Orchestra songs at the foundation at ICC. That show is at 7:30. There's still tickets available. The tickets are $10 for adults, but get this, anybody 18 and under gets in for free. So if you need a little bit of Christmas joy, a little holiday spirit musically to get you in the mood, tonight at 7:30 over at the foundation, the Rutherford County Symphony is going to play. I think they've got some more holiday treats, but I want to say like five or six maybe Trans-Siberian Orchestra songs as a part of their medley tonight. So that'll be fun. I did say it at the beginning, but I do want to give a huge thank you and shout out. If you're watching live, drop a comment to the group too, to just tell them how much you appreciate them. But the Rutherfordton Garden Club did an amazing job decorating all of the entrance signs to the town yesterday. And they always do an amazing job with their wreath campaign. So as you drive through downtown Rutherfordton and you see all of the handmade wreaths and the bows on the doors of the storefronts, that is all thanks to the Rutherfordton Garden Club. So we want to thank them for helping spread some holiday cheer throughout the town and always throughout the year, making us look so amazing. So thank you to the Garden Club members. Again, thank you to the Art Guild for Paint the Town and that program, and specifically Mrs. Beam and the art class from RS Central for kind of filling in the gaps and really spreading cheer throughout town yesterday. It was fun to see the store owners' smiling faces, and specifically the youth and our high school kids out there just really going to town and just having fun painting the windows. It was really neat. I'd be remiss if I didn't say and remind everybody of our COVID clinic next Saturday, the 11th, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. down at Public Works. Any available shot that you need, whether it be adolescent shots, youth shots, your booster shots, your first round shots, second round shots, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, wherever you are in your COVID vaccine protocols, they will be there to support you and support the decision you make to get vaccinated. And then lastly, I wanted to thank our fire department. They have been very busy with getting things ready for the parade. They're one of the groups that help with the parade, and they also have worked on the mayor's kind of shuttle or chariot, I guess maybe is the right word I was looking for the parade. I want to thank them over there for that. And I know they posted some stuff on their social media the other day around fire safety. So just for those that are still, enjoying the real Christmas trees, make sure you water your trees. Make sure your trees are, away from a heating source. Don't put your tree right above your heat vent or right next to your radiators. Just use good common sense when it comes to a real tree. I am a fan of real trees. I'll have a real tree in my home, but just make sure you're watering it all the time. But you just can't beat that smell. These fake trees, they look beautiful, but you just can't beat that smell. So, and then lastly, as you decorate for the holidays, watch your extension cords. Don't overload outlets. This is not the time of year you want to be having an emergency in your home. So, as we talk about the firefighters, though, I also want our viewers to know and congratulate our own Magnolia. So many of you may know, or maybe you didn't know, that Magnolia is a volunteer member of the Rutherfordton Fire Department. And as a volunteer member, that doesn't allow you to escape the North Carolina state certifications and the trainings that go along with being a firefighter. So in the state of North Carolina, there's no designation of training hours and training certifications between a career firefighter and a volunteer. And in order to be an active member as a volunteer, you have to go through a very rigorous set of trainings. And so during this past year, Magnolia has dedicated a good portion of her time off work into those trainings. And so she has completed that. And so we want to congratulate her and formally welcome her as a firefighter to the Rutherfordton Fire Department. So Magnolia, I know you probably didn't want me to say that, but congrats. That's a lot of hard work that you put in. And so you set a goal for yourself, a dream for yourself, and we just want to say thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And just while I'm on my firefighter soapbox, I do want to also remind people that there is a burning ban in the state of North Carolina. So don't burn leaves right now because it's super dry outside and the embers, like the counties kind of had to change the way that they dispatch for woods fires. So now 2 fire departments have to respond. So it's super dry outside. I know that Rutherfordton responded to a woods fire last weekend. I know that Hudlow's been to a couple. So just be really careful. Don't be burning stuff outside. So that's my soapbox.
Good.
But thank you.
Well, I want to pause for a minute. I know we've got some viewers that are live. If anybody has questions of anything that we've gone over, yes, thank you, Doc. Saturday, December the 11th, Heart of the Foothills Animal Rescue. Like we had mentioned, I think we had kind of teased this before, but we're going to have an opportunity for you to donate to Heart of the Foothills Animal Rescue. So if you think about like Operation Shoebox, you think about Toys for Tots, we're going to have toys and food for Heart of the Foothills Animal Rescue. So we're going to have an opportunity for you to come to Marshall Park with your 4-legged family friends and to drop off stuff for those animals in need that are down at Heart of the Foothills Animal Rescue. So thank you, Doc, for reminding us about that. And so if you're out and about doing some holiday shopping, maybe you're swinging by Main Street on Saturday for the Christmas parade, pop into Paws and Purrs Barkery, see what kind of cool stuff they have, some treats, maybe some dog toys, some cat play items. Pick it up, and then when you come down with your 4-legged friends to celebrate the holiday season next Saturday on the 11th at Marshall Park, you can drop those off and donate those to our 4-legged friends in more need. And a wish list for the rescue too. So maybe a 4-legged friend is on your Christmas list. So what better way than to just rescue one from Heart of the Foothills? How fun would that be? I don't know if they're going to be available. I'm sure between Dot and Michelle, they will definitely hook you up with one of the 4-legged friends that are in need of a new home.
Well, while we wait for some more comments to come in, I do have 2 announcements for things that are going around town or going on around town. So Friday, I guess that is actually today. Good Lord, today's Friday. Tonight from 5 to 7, or I think it's like every Friday leading up to Christmas, there's going to be like downtown happenings. So I know that Michael Sprouse is going to be set up in Main Street Park tonight. There's going to be some hot chocolate available. So I'm not 100% sure on the details and everything, but definitely if you don't have anything else to do tonight, definitely go downtown, walk the loop around downtown to Kiwanis Park on the Purple Martin Greenway, see all the Christmas lights. It'll be a really great time. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've talked to a couple of local photographers. I've been out there myself. The bridge at Kiwanis Park, y'all, if you haven't been down there with your family to take a family picture for the holiday season, you are missing out. Make sure you get that on your calendar for the month of December. The bridge is just magical at nighttime. And then our public works team has done a magnificent job of lighting up the greenway, like Magnolia said. So I think a couple weeks ago, we did a kind of a walking tour of that. So I definitely want to showcase the bridge. It really looks amazing at nighttime.
Plus, if you do post any pictures on social media, be sure to tag us at My Rutherfordton. We would love to see them. And then second, on Tuesday, December 7th, Dragonfly is actually going to be doing a kind of like a shopping event through like their store and everything. So they told me that they're going to have like hors d'oeuvres and apple cider and wine and everything. And then they're going to have some like door prizes every 30 minutes. So it's going to be a wonderful time. So it starts at 4 at Dragonfly. So if you're trying to like knock off some Christmas shopping or you're wanting to do like a girls' night, definitely the time to do it.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this morning. We are excited to continue to serve. There's some great stuff going on in town between the work that the Redevelopment Commission is doing, our police department, fire department. If you haven't been over to Norris Library in a while, I encourage you to do that. Sarah and the team over there, you saw the work that came through a couple weeks ago with Gregory Christie. That actually translated into some additional funds from Meta, Facebook, for some improvements inside the library as well, and some additional technology. So I encourage you to stop by and see what's going on at Norris Library. There's ever-changing things in there. The collection continues to be evolving from both hardback, softback, youth, young adult, and some STEM take-home kits. I think Sarah had said in the council meeting they're going to be doing some holiday movie kits too of different things, so you can. They're doing a great job on trying to transition more away, not necessarily away from books, but to use literature as a way and a tool to bring families together through some of the take-home kits that they're doing, to give you an opportunity to kind of prolong and extend that literature as it's in your home. So I'm just pleased with that. And again, thank you to our public works team. I do want to make a note. I think we've said this before, especially during the holiday season, be very mindful about your trash and leaf pickup. Our gentlemen that run our trash and leaf pickup have said that we're getting a little lackadaisical maybe on the position of our leaf piles, making sure that our leaf piles are out close to the road, not necessarily covering up any storm drains or anything like that. And then as you put your trash can and recycle cans out, make sure that the trash is all inside the cans, and make sure, you guys know that we use a one-arm kind of an automated truck. Make sure that you're not putting your cans, underneath power lines, right next to poles. We need a little bit of clearance around those cans to ensure that we can properly service those. So help our crew out at Public Works, if you would, especially now during the holiday season. Just that little bit of help goes a long way to continue to allow us to serve all of the over 2,000 stops along the trash route every day. So we just want to thank you for that. Just be very mindful as you place your cans out that they're not behind a car or right next to a pole or directly under a power line. It makes our jobs a lot more efficient for you so that we can continue to serve. So with that, we hope to see everybody out on Main Street tomorrow. Again, the best viewing areas are from about the carrier houses, say realistically about 4th Street or so, all the way down to Town Hall, anywhere along Main Street that you can get a viewing area. And like Magnolia said, no matter what you're up to this holiday season, tag us in your photos. Let others share in the joy of Rutherfordton by tagging it at my Rutherfordton. And there's also, for those that are social media savvy, there's a new GIF out there. So if you'll search Rutherfordton in your GIFs, you can find the holiday GIF. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Main Street. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Tomorrow from noon to 4, the Beckler House on 6th Street is going to be having a Christmas open house. So if you get to Main Street a little early, slide on down to 6th Street and check out the Beckler House. They have gone over the top with Christmas decorations. They're going to have some German treats, hot chocolate, all kinds of goodies there. But swing in. That'll be from noon to 4. Again, right before the Christmas parade at the Beckler House on 6th Street. So swing in, see Deborah and the crew up there. Almost forgot about that, but yeah, that'll be tomorrow from noon to 4. So many great things going on in our community for the holiday season. Glad I looked down at my list to see that one. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow from noon to 4 at the Beckler House on 6th. You can go down and check that out, and then come back and snag your perfect viewing spot and have full bellies of all kinds of sweets and treats from the Beckler House. So make sure you swing in and check that out. And if anybody else that's been watching today has holiday stuff that's coming up, drop it in the comments or shoot us a DM, and we'll be glad to try and get the word out on those too. So definitely want to make sure that we're trying to stay up as much as we can on that kind of a community calendar of things to get the word out for everybody.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, have a great day, everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with up on my feet.